Hello, welcome to SwitchedOn. Paul speaking, and welcome to another look at a Nintendo Switch game. This one is UnderMine, which comes from Thorium Games, and this is coming out on the 11th of February. Big thanks to the guys for sending me over a copy to have a look at. What we're going to do is we're just going to start a new run, talk a little bit about this game. I've really enjoyed this on Game Pass. This was one of my highlights of last year. It's quite surprising, really, like a little indie game. Took a chance on it in Game Pass and ended up really enjoying it on the PC. So, thankfully, it's a sort of game that was crying out for a Nintendo Switch port. And we are getting that, as I say, in a few days. So, what I'm going to do is, I say, just go through the early missions here, just to show you what it's all about. We've got a little bit of backstory here as your character goes to see the Archmage, gets a key to unlock the mines, and also take the journal, which is basically a bestiary. We'll have a look at that on the minus button. So you've got your character here. Now this is a roguelike, so your character does actually change every run, and it's randomized, although you can sort of produce a new random character if you like. But it's also quite nicely acknowledged in the game as well, which hopefully we'll see if we get time to do that. You know, as you come back as a different character, nobody recognises you. So we've got the, as I say, information about your run, equipment that you've got, your current status, and some stats on the right hand side. You've got a bestiary, which is quite usual for these sort of games. As you find creatures and kill them, they get added here. The more damage and stuff you do, the more you can find out about them. Items that you collect, we've got relics, potions, blessings, curses, and artifacts. Again, all these things you find down in the dungeons. Familiars, you start with this canary that a little bit of information out, and also has a few abilities. One of the abilities of the canary is it picks up the gold that you mine, which again you'll see shortly. Some stats from the overall game, which is really cool. The amount of runs you've had, the amount of times you've won, all the gold you've gained, all that kind of stuff. And then these feats, which are like little achievements and little things here of how you unlock them and what they are. So that's really cool. 96 of those. So if you're a collector of achievements, plenty there for you to be doing. So we've got the journal, we've got the key. Let's head down to the dungeon. This is like the hub area, if you haven't sort of figured that out already. This over time will grow. We've got here an abandoned blacksmiths, and one of the first missions we've got in the game here is to rescue the blacksmith, which you do very early on. So that's kind of the probably the only spoiler I'm going to give you, because it happens quite early on. But there are other characters to rescue as well, which opens up all these other rooms. So you've got the blacksmith there. You've got a laboratory over here, which you can knock on, but they won't answer. We've got this other room up here, which again I won't spoil. But yeah, this is the hub area. This is where you'll land back after each run and head back down into the mines. So we've unlocked the mines using the key, and down we go. As I say, this is a roguelike game, procedurally generated levels, and you're basically just trying to mine as much as you can, rescue some of the characters. You get little missions from the Archmage to do, but basically, you know, it's your standard roguelike. Plenty of secrets, plenty of upgrades and things to find. So this is the starting room. Got a mini-map down in the bottom corner. Basically, our only exit is this door, but it won't always be that way. If you look out on the walls, hopefully we'll find some, but sometimes on the wall you'll get a little sparkling effect on the wall. And if you, a bit like Binding of Isaac, if you know the sort of mechanic from there, if you bomb the wall, it'll open up a secret area. So nothing to do in the area. We've got an enemy in this room. It's a rat, so that opens up the doors by killing the rat. Again, you need to look out for the walls as well, because there could be gold buried in their walls. Again, this is just a little tutorial level, so it's just teaching you how to attack and jump and all that kind of stuff. So here is a little tutorial about how to use bombs. Obviously, we've got a key there. We can drop a bomb with the A button. Blows up the bricks. We get the key. We can also get to this skeleton. There are skeletons laying around. Let's drop another bomb down here. We've run out of bombs, I think. But yeah, these little skeletons, you can destroy them, or you can go up to them and investigate them. And sometimes they've got little objects that you can find. So this room teaches you about ranged attacks. Check the board there, but basically press the R button. You can throw your pickaxe to hit enemies like that. It's always worth destroying stuff you find in the room. You might find a secret item or something useful. So here's the first real thing we need to look at in this game. You're basically mining for this gold. Gold allows you to buy things and upgrade. And you find it, say, buried in the walls. But mainly you find it in these rocks. Now you whack it with your pickaxe. That will spew pieces of gold out into the floor. And then, as you may have seen at the start, you get these little green slimes that will run in and try and steal the gold. Now your canary will also whiz off and try and pick the gold up before the slimes do. And you can obviously go and pick it up yourself as well. And if a slime does pick up a bit of gold and run off with it, then you can always give him a good old whack and get the gold back. So here we go. Quickly grab this. See, the canary got the bit up there. We've got some slimes coming in. Obviously, the bigger the bits of gold, the more they're worth. So there we go. That's those 2 rocks done. Up here we get these artifacts or relics. Give you different effects. Again, a bit like Binding of Isaac. There's loads to collect and they all do different things. So this is the floating skull and it's a relic and it says a shield that blocks projectiles most of the time. So we press X and we'll grab that. And you can see now in the bottom left hand corner you've got an indication of what relic you've got. Obviously the HUD kind of speaks for itself. Got our energy and our character at the top, or health and our energy. Health and our character in the top left, and a little potion underneath that. You can collect potions as well that do different things. Top right, we've got the status of our familiar and the XP that it's got. You can level up the familiars as they basically just through doing stuff. We've got a number of bombs by pressing A, and the amount of gold we collected and the amount of keys we have. We'll also get a new thing added to that pretty shortly, which is called, I think it's actually called Thorium. Just realised the connection to the makers of the game. But that's kind of another currency that you can use, the blacksmith will use to make stuff from blueprints. So that's kind of the tutorial over with. You get chucked down into the actual procedurally generated dungeons now. Don't think I mentioned a price list on this. $19.99. $19.99. I cannot talk today. I don't know what's going on. And £15.29, I think, or £15.79. So food obviously gives you health. Let's give the gold rocks a bit of a whack. Collect that before these horrible little pilfers get them. And we've got 2 exits here, so we can have a bit of an explore. Let's head up this way. Little red, don't know what they are, little mushroom things. Again, hit the boxes. Got a bomb here, which is kind of a hint because this pathway is blocked by some rocks. So we can drop a bomb now, blow that up. And here's our fella, the blacksmith. I told you we get him quite early. As I say, I won't be unlocking any other characters. I won't do too much of the text there either. Just whiz through that. You can read that at your own leisure when you inevitably pick this one up. And he gives us our first enhanced weapon here, the sturdy pickaxe, which is an upgrade inclusive. Oh my god, should I just not bother talking? Increases the swing damage. So our swing damage has gone up, and there's a treasure chest here, and this will give us a blueprint for some boots. So when we go back to the blacksmith in the hub, we can get him to make the boots. As long as we've got enough currency to do that. So let's carry on exploring. Keeping our eyes open for secrets and stuff. Now we'll be doing a full review of this game next week, closer to release. There is an embargo on it, but the guys have kindly allowed me to stick a video up to show you what this one is all about. Let me know if you've played it before in the comments below, if you grabbed it when it was on Game Pass. Oh, that's a bit tricky here. Look, we've got some rock. If you see in the sort of top middle of the screen in the rock there, there's some gold buried in there, but we've got this massive pit in front of us. So we can't go and do that. Although you can get a certain power up that allows you to walk across gaps. And then we kind of want to be using our throwing pickaxe to get rid of this annoying bug. Now these blue slimes, they will jump on you. They give you fair warning, and then they will do a big jump like that and damage you. You can jump out the way with the B button. Can't see anything else in this room, so again, another door's open up. We can just keep exploring. Ooh, that was handy. Walk right in front of us. Get rid of that slime. Now then, there's one thing you might have noticed in the top rocks. There is a... right in front of me, right up to the top there, there's a little sort of spike in the wall. That is like an arrow. So that will come flying out and damage you if you walk on the pressure pad, which I think is here. Oh, that's the side one. Yeah, don't want that. So we've got one at the side as well. But those, got to keep your eye out for the pressure pads. So if you look at the mini-map, we've got another door that's opened up on our left. And this is a shop. These randomly pop up with a chance to buy some stuff. So we've got a key, which are always useful for opening chests and doors. We've got a strength serum. Temporarily increases swing damage. That's 103 gold. We've only got 95, so we can't get that. And a bit of steak. Everyone loves a bit of steak. And that will increase your health or restore your health, which we don't need to do. So we can't afford anything apart from the steak. So we're going to leave that. And again, being a roguelike, these items are randomly generated in each run. Didn't mean to hit the torch there. Make everything dark. Oh, got hit by a spike. So here is the exit. Oh, swine stole the gold. We can go down to the next floor. Oh, it's a shame because we could. If you hadn't stolen that bit of gold, we would have had 120, which would have been enough to buy. Oh, cool. Would have been enough to buy the key. Just gonna have another look around, see if we can find any more gold. Gold. Oh, it was 120, wasn't it? That's a damn shame because there's another door there. So always worth exploring and going through those doors because you don't know what's on the other side. Might as well get this steak now to top our health back up after taking a hit from the spikes or the arrows. So yeah, let's head towards the exit for the next floor, avoiding all of those arrows, and we'll head down to the next floor. Now, this game does get quite tricky. So, you will die a lot. It's one of those sort of roguelikes where you die, quite often. But when you head back to the hub area, you do get to keep half of the gold that you collected, and also the oh look, could have saved ourselves some money. Some of the thorium as well, and you can then obviously buy upgrades, make yourself stronger. Oh, there's some gold in the wall here, very nice. Yeah, make yourself stronger, upgrade your weapons, upgrade your health, your defense, all that kind of stuff. And obviously make yourself stronger for the next run. Usual kind of roguelike stuff. Bosh. So we've got an exclamation mark this way. We've got some gold here. You don't want to get in the way of these bugger off slimes. Let's get more of my gold. You don't want to get in the way of that spinning blade, obviously. So we've got another character here. Can't unlock him. We need a special key, which basically you have to beat the boss to get, which we won't be doing in this video because it's going to be a fairly short video. So we've got another shop. So we have got the Potion of Plenty. Drop some useful things. We've got a fish kebab, which restores a lot of health, and you can actually buy a bomb. We've got 2 bombs at the moment. That's enough for now. This actually might be the boss. It is the boss. That was unfortunate. So we've come to the boss pretty early. Need to avoid his attacks. Give him a whack and then get the heck out of his way. Let him roll himself out. Ah. So we're not really equipped to be taking him on yet, probably. We would rather have a bit of a powered up axe swing or some better defense. Probably not going to survive him anyway, but probably be looking to wrap the video up pretty soon anyway. So that's UnderMine. As I say, it's out in a few days, 11th of Feb. Be doing a full review closer to the time. Let me know what you think of this one. Adds into a pile of excellent roguelikes on the Nintendo Switch already, so we'll see where it slots in next week when I give my final opinion. But there we go. It's quite a nice place to end anyway. We've died there. Obviously, there's a lot more to this game, but hopefully that gives you the kind of idea that it is. We're just going to carry on, so don't jump off just yet. We're going to go back to the hub and see what's happened there. But this is the kind of the death screen. So you get the notification, Erin has died, smashed by a sentient rock, left the world full of regret. They're quite amusing, these little messages on the side, so try and read them if you can. You can see there the gold. We collected 105 and you lose basically half of it when you die, although there are upgrades that let you keep more. And the thorium, we got none. We can see the enemies that we killed on the right hand side, the relics we collected, and the schematics we collected as well. So let's go back to the hub. And here we are back at the hub. So we're just going to get a little cutscene now while we the blacksmith gets into place. We've got the archmage here saying he wants us to come and see him. So basically he opens up a little shop of items. As you see, you might have seen there, but I'll leave you to read that anyway. But the archmage doesn't recognise you. He's expecting you to come back, but you've sort of changed your look. It's a randomised look, so you've changed to a new character now. We're now at Wenvia. You can change that actually by going up to this mirror at the top if you want to. Let's just cycle through a few. Simine, Julia, Favish. But yeah, they all give a slightly different look. And you can buy these upgrades here. So glasses are 100 gold, let you see the names and health of your enemies. Gecko's foot lets you to pick up gold at a further distance, which is handy when those little pilfers are grabbing all your stuff. And the salt shaker increases the effectiveness of food. Obviously that's 2,000, that's a lot, so you need to save a lot of gold for that. So you got these tables here as well, which are these will be sort of other merchants that pop up when you rescue them in the dungeons. Got a merchant there, and over here we've got, I think it's a demolitions person, bomb tools. That's that. So we've still got the lab to open up, the secret room at the top, which I won't say anything about. And then down here we've got the blacksmith Wayland. And again, he doesn't really recognise you either. But he has now got some upgrades for you to buy. So you can increase your axe power, your health, the throwing distance of your weapon. Well, it's the damage actually. The patchwork set there, which lets you keep more gold when you die. And the counterweight here increases that one is the one that increases the throwing range. And if you come up to him, when you collect blueprints in the dungeon, you can get him to craft different things. So we found, or in that chest the room he was in, we got this blueprint for his boots, Wayland's boots. Needs 8 thorium there. You see that purple icon. We didn't collect any on that run. That sort of opens up on the next runs, and you can start collecting that. I got a room the other day that was just had a treasure chest in it, and it just spewed thorium. It's usually reasonably hard to get, but I was quite lucky. You know, obviously luck plays a large amount in these roguelikes. And I found a chest that just spewed loads of it all over the floor. So that was really handy for getting upgrades. So there you go. That is UnderMine. Comes out on the 11th of Feb. Give you more thoughts on it next week. But let me know below if you enjoyed the video. And if you're going to be picking this one up, please subscribe if you're new. And give me a thumbs up as well. And look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks everyone. See you again soon. Bye bye.